Hello, everyone. Welcome to Mega Meditation Summit Success Celebrations. Today, our speaker for the day is Divya Nandimpally. A warm welcome to you, Divya ji. Thank you so much for coming. Namaste. A few words about her. Divya is a physical therapist by profession and a certified meditation teacher by passion. Divya was introduced to meditation by her mother, Padma Nandipalli, Nadipalli, Nadimpally, in the year 2002. With regular practice of meditation, Divya was able to come out of depression and migraine headaches as a teenager, and she was also able to overcome many fears and phobias. Meditation has helped her in every walk of her life, whether it may be relationships, facing competitive exams, finding a dream job during her pregnancy, and as such other scenarios. Divya feels that today's world is so much in need of meditation and she needs to contribute towards it. With the inspiration from Brahma Shri Pitamaha Patriji, along with like-minded individuals, she founded a non-profit organization titled Meditation Magic. Meditation Magic is a Dallas-based NGO that promotes breath meditation and mindfulness practices to enhance well-being, foster community, and create positive social change. Founded on the belief that meditation can transform lives and contribute to a more peaceful world, the NGO is committed to spreading breath meditation, a plant based diet, and pyramid energy, which were the core principles of PSSM. Divya is also a co founder of Mindful Masters Toastmasters Club, which is a unique theme based club which combines mindfulness along with Toastmasters public speaking and leadership skills. Divya loves hiking in nature. She has been to Everest Base Camp Trek in Nepal and many more as such. So now, Divya ji, over to you.
Thank you, Jyoti. Thank you, Sirisha. Thank you, the entire PSSMUSA team, for having me here today. So, first of all, I would like to start expressing my gratitude to my parents, and Nadimpally Ramaraji garu and Nadimpally Padmavati garu, and also our guru, our friend, our mentor, Brahmashi Pitama Patriji. So, friends, we're going to start with meditation today. And for some of you who are joining for the first time, and this meditation is called breath meditation. Kindly relax, sit comfortably, cross your legs, clasp your fingers into fingers, place your hands in your lap relaxedly. Whenever you're ready, close your eyes and start observing your breath. We have light music here to help you to go into deep meditative states. Kindly be with your breath. Last 10 seconds, my dear masters. Kindly be with your breath. Slowly unclasp your hands. Place your palms on your eyes for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Slowly take your hands and open your eyes whenever you're ready. Thank you, my dear friends, for meditating with us today. Back to you, Jyoti, madam.
Thank you, Divya ji. That's wonderful. I felt like I had an undercurrent of pleasantness and relaxation in my system, whereas the thoughts were like dancing around. Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful.
So I would like to know about your MMS to experience, Divya ji.
Sure, Jyoti. So, talking about MMS 2, right? So, it
Mhm.
all started in Dallas last year, MMS 1. This is our second event in a row, the next second year of doing MMS 2. So, I was approached by Anil from Virginia, the master from Virginia, so to lead the event flow team. So, without any thought, I said yes, but I don't have any experience about event flow and everything. I was part of last year event flow committee, but I was not leading it. I don't know much about what goes everything in it. So, but I did say yes. And within few days, right, I have a lot of masters who came to help me with the event flow. I had Swapna from Austin, Prasanna, I have Pratyusha, Shushma, we have Bhuvana, we have Gunvish. We found so many masters who can help with the event flow, and it all happened very well. I was in India for 2 months for summer break. So we had so many long meetings. I used to wake up at 4 o'clock and even before the meeting to check everything is okay before the meeting. So the questions to be asked, what are the pending tasks to be done. So all those things. It was little challenging because this year's event flow was from morning 5 a.m. to night 10 p.m. versus last year's event flow from is 9 to 6 p.m. That was the flow. So we had very new ideas this year. So we were so inclusive and to get American speakers. We had so many speakers like Robert Potter. We have Nima Farshid. We have Tida Phoenix. So we have so many masters who came this year. So I overall like the diversity in the event flow this year than last year. I think we're getting better and better with everything with every event we are doing.
Wow, 17-hour day. Oh, that must be so. It's a big day, and to plan everything, all the events, I can understand the amount of work that have gotten into it.
Yeah, we have so many cultural committees. We have musicians, the coordination of musicians. We have coordination with the Indian speakers. We have coordination with the Western speakers. In between, we have experience sharing masters. We have some masters who are guiding meditation part. So there's a lot of people involved in this, a lot of coordination. So like a lot of back and forth. And we have so many new ideas jumping in at the last moment. We have something cancellations, we have to add something in. So it was dynamic. I would say it was dynamic.
That is wonderful. So, did you have like apart from this 4 a.m. meetings just to make sure everything works? Did you face any other challenges with the events or during the event?
During the event, so we have few speakers, they went over their time. So we have to adjust that time for the next speaker. So I have to be on my toes on the spot, taking decisions, what to do next. How do we balance the time out? We don't want to take uh, extend the extend our programs in the lunch break or in the dinner break. So we want to make sure we want to stop on time, but it didn't happen that way. We planned ahead of time. We did have some buffer times, but the speakers spent a little overtime. There are some news on the spot. Someone got on the stage and they spoke few experiences. So it was so dynamic, and I feel like I became a better leader being in this role this year. I was being very mindful. I was on my toes throughout the day. I was connecting with the speakers, making sure that they know their time is coming up in the next 1 hour or so, making sure they're in the venue, close to the stage, and then with the technical department, making sure that they have the speakers, PowerPoint or the music or the videos they need. And I was taking care of the felicitation team too. Once the event is speaker is done, we need to felicitate the speaker, right? Making
Yeah,
sure who is doing what. Do they have all the materials they need, like the shawl, the mementos, or the malas, right? So it's a lot of people, a lot of coordination. I was on my toes from morning 5 a.m. to night 10 p.m. I would say all 3 days. I was so active and so dynamic the whole event.
that's
It made
excellent.
me do that. Yeah.
Yeah, the energy, managing lots of moving pieces, and at the end of the day, you feel so great. Like you've done so many things at the same time.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
So, would you have any, like, what are the big takeaways of this MMS2 event for you?
Big takeaway from me is I enjoyed this event better than the last year. Last year, I was taking care of all the departments. I didn't have much time to interact with people. This year, I was busy, but still, I had so much of fun backstage. So we had Madhuri, we have Anila, we have other lady called Reshmi and Divya, Spurti. So we all had fun. We didn't see the actual program, but when the speakers are speaking on the stage, we had some time to chit chat and getting to know people. It was fun. It was fun. And one instant, right? Before the speaker time is over, right? I used to go to speak and wave my hand, showing that the time is coming up, like a timeout, right? They would not notice me at all. I would be jumping on the side of the stage and doing all kind of gestures. They would not notice me at all. So as a rescue, right? I used to call Anil and Srikant, our masters from Atlanta and Virginia. The moment they see them, they're a big personality. So the moment they see them, the speaker used to notice them and then they stop the time. It was so funny to do that. I used to go in search of Anil. Oh, these people are not seeing me, not noticing me. I used to go to search for Anil especially. It was fun working with Anil and Srikant as well, very closely.
That is so nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, would you have any suggestions on how to improve MMS2 for MMS3?
Yeah, I feel that event flow was very tightly packed. We didn't have much time to give break for the audience, like a tea break or a restroom break. I think if you add more of those breaks in between, because it's a very long day for the audience as well. They were in the venue from morning 5 a.m. to night 10 p.m. It was too much of knowledge, too much of input. They're learning too much, especially when someone is new to meditation, right? It's too much of knowledge for them. Maybe a little bit of small break times in between would be helpful. And we had some cultural programs in the evening after 7:30 p.m. post dinner. I think that is too much post dinner time. Maybe we should cut short. We don't have enough audience in the stay on the in the venue as well because we have breakout rooms. We did it parallelly. So I think we can improve on that for the next year.
Yeah, I understand. It's a long day, and then packed event will be a little harder to digest at the towards the end of the day.
Yeah, yeah. Even as an organizer, it's too much to be on the venue for the live. The people who are giving the live right on the YouTube, right? They have to be there from morning 5 to evening night 10:30 p.m. So they want to make sure everything's ready for the following day. It's a little bit hard on them as well. So I feel maybe that can be improved and did a little bit differently the next year.
So, thank you for the feedback, Divya.
Yes, yes. And one instant I was remembering now, right? So Arun from Atlanta came in. He was the one who has a facilitated the master who is on the stage. So he was practicing with Praveen. It made me laugh so much. I had so much of fun seeing that incident with Arun and Praveen ji. They are just making fun, practicing how to felicitate the master. They're putting the garlands like this and they're putting the shawl onto each other. It was fun and have a Prasanna as well too. So I
Mhm.
know her virtually, but spending time, so much of time physically is this is the first time. So we have a little bit, and same as with the Swapna as well. Swapna from Austin. We have spent some good time.
Yeah, I feel the more you connect with everybody and in the space, it's very fulfilling and you get to know them better, hang out and make a connection.
Yeah, it's like a family event, feeling like I know most of the people, and I also met so many new people as well. So it's like a soul festival, I would say, soul family, meeting a soul family, and doesn't seem like we are far apart from each other. We don't live in the same city. It doesn't feel that way. The moment you see them, you feel so close to them. You want to joke with them. You want to spend more time. The bonding, right? The friendship, right? I really enjoyed the connection with all the people.
Yeah, that is so beautiful. So, any other things you would like to share about MMS?
So this year, right, we were using a lot of styrofoam cups. So we have a guy called I think, Rajesh Bommidevara. He sponsored water for us. So really like the idea. But there was so much of styrofoam cups that were used, so much of wastage that. So I feel we can get better with that. Instead of using styrofoam cups, we can use something eco-friendly products as for all the meals, and even the trash cans. We have eco-friendly trash cans even now, trash bags that we can buy and use. In that way, we can, because it's a very, very big event, we have about 1,000 plus people. Imagine how much of waste it has generated for just for 2 days, right? So that would be a better idea. Maybe I know it's going to be a little bit expensive, but I think it's a good idea to adapt maybe next year and raise a little bit more funds than usual for this specific thing.
Agree, agree. Let's set the intention from now only. So next year we'll have more funds and then we'll do a eco-friendly event.
Yeah. But we came a long way from comparing last DM's MMS one with MMS two. We have improved a lot. I see the change.
Oh, that is so nice to hear.
To me, everything looks perfect. I don't see any flaws. There are little bit hiccups here and there. It's natural for such big events. But other than that, it's all perfect.
And with 1,000 plus people means it's not easy to manage and organize and keep the flow, make sure everything happens in the right time. Everybody is fed, everything is taken care.
Yeah, true. I see Sheetal. Hi, Sheetal.
Hi Divya. Hi Divya Master. It's not Sheetal Pawar. I'm Sheetal Ravi.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. No worries, Sheetal.
Hello, Sheetalji. If you have any questions, you can go ahead and ask Divyaji.
Yeah. I don't have any question, but yeah, it was nice hearing from you. I understood. I'm really very new to this organization, and it's all very new to me. But I attended MMS too, and I was so amazed by my experience. Everybody working like a family, and that connection, and everybody is taking lead and uh, working like a family. It was really a great experience.
Thank you for sharing, Sheetalji.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Thank
Sheetal.
you. Thank you.
Sirishaji, do you have any questions?
Yeah, I don't have any questions. Just I'm having fun by listening, recollecting those memories. Yeah.
So one more incident, Jyotiji, as was talking, as we able to recollect. So we saw so many people from Dallas, so many masks from Dallas came to rally this year. About 55 of them came. So we all booked the same flight. We all came in the same flight. So in the flight ride, whichever row you see, there's one Dallas master. From the beginning to the end of the flight, we can see for each row there is one or two people sitting there. It was fun to go in the same flight, and we took some pictures in the airport. We had some fun. We ate together. So it was like a going to a family event, like a group, right? Like a tribe, right? One similar kind of mindset we call tribe of people. So like a tribe going to event and coming back with so much happiness and memories. So we used to stay late nights in the room and we have to chit chat about all the events and the commenting on each other's what they have, what happened in the event. So it was fun. Plus, it has a purpose too. It was both.
True. I agree. I can feel so much of happiness and joy that you travel with your tribe and you're going to a great event, spreading the message, and then getting together, celebrating meditation.
Yeah, talking
Um,
about meditation, the morning meditations were so intense for me. Morning we used to have meditation from 5 to 7 a.m. by Sanjay Kingi. He played live sitar music. So I had very great energies those 2 days. It also wonderful to meet Swarnamana madam, Patri madam. So I haven't met her last few years. It was very great to see her and to be closely with her. Usually in India, she's very busy. We don't get to spend more time with her. And she's in US, right? We have only less people with her. So I was able to spend some time with her. And also meeting so many masters from India. I met Hanmant Rajkar for the very first time, Amulya Shastri, Anand, and Sai Kumar Reddy sir, Balakrishna sir. It was nice to be around them and interact with them.
Excellent. So cool. Do you have any advice for people who are just starting to meditate?
So I would say stick with this path. Some people who are new, right? They get curious in the beginning. They do practice for some days, few days, and they jump back. They go back to their old routines. So you see now the MMS has been done, right? We have finished the event. So when you go back home from the event, you have that energies with you. You have that motivation. They practice about 5-10 days, and that's it. And once the energy is gone, the hava is gone, right? They slowly tend to go back to their routines and then the old style of thinking patterns and the negativity and everything, right? So I would say stick to the path and connect with your local groups. Suppose you're in Florida, find someone who is close to you and stick with them. Or if you don't have anybody close to you, find someone online. Like we have so many platforms in within USA, right? Find someone who are in like with your ideology or the time that works for you. Stick with some masters together. Travel along with them until you get the hang of. So many people who come for the MMS2 or all such big events, right? They usually lose the track after a few days. And sometimes the information is too much for them to process and assimilate. And they need some guidance and mentorship. So having someone with you to get your questions answered would be a great idea. I highly recommend whoever is becoming new into meditation and don't know what PSSM is, who Patriji is, the principles of Patriji, the core principles we do with pyramid philosophy, right? So I would highly encourage them to be with a master that is close to you, a little bit senior, not like an actual senior, but who is already in this path, so to guide and help you at least for 5-6 months in this path. And sticking to this path is very important for us for the spiritual progress that we want to see in ourselves. That was a bit, that was the idea. That was the idea I have for the new meditators. Advice.
Thank you. That is actually very good advice because um, sometimes actually now we have more online platforms, so it's easier for people to catch some session or the other. But previously, right, pre-COVID, there was a lot less online offerings. So most most of it was like an individual journey, and you really had to work hard to keep yourself on the path, motivated, and you continue your sadhana. But now at least we have more reachable masters and groups. PSSM has so many sessions going on. I see all the pointers. Oh, morning session, afternoon session, evening session, night session.
We
India,
have
you
24 by 7 sessions. If you see, consider India and all the other countries toward the world, right? You name it, you have it any time of the day. You have multiple sessions within 1 hour. Maybe you have 5-6 sessions going on the same hour of the time. You have to carefully pick and choose which one you want to attend. Sometimes it will be too much for the new ones to come, who is coming in new into this
I
world.
agree. Yeah. That's excellent. I do actually have a follow-up question on that. So once you start your sadhana, right? Sometimes um Like, how do you gauge your progress?
So progress in the spiritual path can be very subtle, Jyoti. You don't see the actual progress in numbers or in thing, but you see the quality in it. I feel the quality, the time we spend with our own self, the quality of the time we spend with our kids, the quality of our thoughts, quality of our emotion, the quality changes. Sometimes you don't see the quantity as such, which is a very subtle. Maybe you will not notice it, maybe your family member may notice it. Oh, Jyoti, you're more peaceful now. You're not arguing with me like before. So they see the changes within us. So some here in this journey, right? Do not compare it anybody else. There's only one Jyoti in this world. So Jyoti's experience are unique. There's only one Divya in this world. Divya experience are unique. There's a big, if you see the big picture, right? So you don't know the exact past of Divya or exact past of Jyoti, what she has been through as a soul, not just a Jyoti in this lifetime, but as a soul's, the way where Jyoti is coming from, how many lives she has taken until now, the experience that she has taken up all this throughout this lifetimes, the trauma she's carrying from the past life to this life, and what she's been going through this in this life, right? So do not compare yourself with anybody else. That's the first very very important step for the newcomers, because people they come in, they say, oh Divya, I'm not like you, I'm not like Jyoti. Jyoti is seeing visions, I don't see visions. Jyoti has worked on relationship, nothing is working out with my relationship. So so this comparison, right? That what's make us not to progress in this path. If you just don't take anything into your mind, and if you don't compare yourself and keep doing meditation, sticking to this path, I think that is the ultimate thing we can do.
Oh, that is excellent advice, Divya ji. I think, yeah, comparison kind of corrupts all the other things. But yeah, that was brilliant. Thank you.
Our mind is so used to compare, Jyotiji. We can't blame the mind too. Before meditation, right, we compare with our worldly things like this phone, or this car, that car, or this big. I have a big house. She has a small house. Some kind of comparison, right? We're doing this. We are carrying the same thing into the spirituality as well. So maybe we should trick the mind and say, okay, now time to not to compare, and you find your uniqueness, enjoy that, embrace your uniqueness, and then stick with the path.
Agree, completely agree. We are close towards the end of the session. If you have any final words, we'd like to hear from you.
Yeah. So, dear PSSM masters, I wish you all the best. Keep meditating, spread meditation, keep reading books, and keep empowering the fellow masters around you. That's all, Jyotiji. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Divya ji. It was so wonderful to be